Preparing for this, I had to think back to a time when I arrived in Dhaka. It was in September 22. And it was the time when the Bangladeshi women's football team won the regional championships. Do you still remember that moment? Who remembers that moment? I remember because it was massive. It was on every headline. And we were so impressed that we said at the EU Delegation, you have to organize an event, and we did one at the American University. And we invited members of the football team on stage to share their experience. And I have to say it was very moving because many of the girls initially, they were criticized for, in their villages, many come from small villages in the border region, and they were being told off for playing football or not doing something else, and football not being a sport for women. And then they won the regional championship, and that changed everything for them, and not only for them but also for their families. They became so famous that one girl told us that they had problems with the electricity in their village, and that got fixed by the local administration just because they won the championships. So I just had the privilege of looking at your profiles and looking at some of your statements and videos, and I'm very much inspired by the passion and determination that you have demonstrated. Now, this is a very serious topic. On climate change, the science is very clear. We have to do more, and we have to do it faster. The transition to renewable energy and efficiency is key in this process. You have to mitigate the impacts of climate change, and nobody knows that better than Bangladesh. It's I think the 8th most climate vulnerable country in the world, and I think we all can learn in resilience of how Bangladesh deals with climate change related matters. So the world is looking at you at forums like Paris, Dubai, and I think the next climate conference is going to be in Riyadh, if I'm not mistaken. As you may also have heard from the video message of the Director General of the European Commission, the European Union has committed itself to be climate neutral by 2050. And these are not just words. For us, it's a legally binding commitment we made. And we want to also transport this commitment in our external relations, and in particular through our Global Gateway strategy. Now, under the Global Gateway strategy, the European Union supports Bangladesh in its green transition through concrete projects and investments, such as our flagship renewable energy facility. I want to close my presentation by a quote from Marie Curie. So she was the first woman, as you probably know, to win the Nobel Prize, and she was the only woman in history to ever win it twice. And then the only human being to ever win a Nobel Prize in 2 different categories, physics and chemistry. And the first one, I think she had to share with her husband, because at the time it was not acceptable to just give it to a woman, so she had to share it. The second one she got by herself. And she said, in science, be less curious about people and more curious about ideas. Now, to the graduates of the Shoktikonna initiative, the Shoktikonnas, I say this: embrace your ideas, embrace your courage, maintain your curiosity, and never stop learning. The EU stands with you on this empowering journey, and we are committed to support you on every step on the way. And one more thing, looking at the graduates in this room, I'm not worried about the future of Bangladesh. Thank you very much.